KJFM Louisiana Bowling Green, all day and all night. KJFM Eagle 102. From KJFM Radio, Eagle 102, high school basketball is on the air. Eagle 102 brings you the area's best girls and boys basketball action all season long. You can hear it all right here at 1021 and online at KJFMEagle102.net. High school basketball on Eagle 102.
Bobcats and the Clopton girls
Hi, this is John. I'm one of the pharmacists you see at Bowling Green Pharmacy. We're right here with personal and prompt service, giving you the answers about your medication. You are always welcome to come in and just say hi. The right people, the right service, right downtown. Bowling Green Pharmacy on the square in Bowling Green.
Bank from anywhere with Bank of Louisiana's new Freedom Checking account. No minimum balance, no monthly fees, and free access to all of their mobile and online banking services. Bank Freedom Checking from Bank of Louisiana.
The staff at Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice are your neighbors. Here are just a few of the programs they have to offer. Baby basics, breastfeeding peer counseling, natural nurses, car seat safety, farm safety for kids, maternal and child health, safe sitter courses, and WIC, plus much more. Pike County Health Department is a not-for-profit organization as it is funded by tax dollars. So when you use their services, you're putting your tax dollars to work. To keep up to date, be sure to like them on Facebook. Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice, located in Bowling Green.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show. Sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Well, tonight's game between the Bowling Green Lady Bobcats and the Clopton Lady Hawks is a rematch of the championship game from the Bowling Green Invitational Tournament just a couple weeks ago, where Clopton got the win by 10, I believe 55-45. Now, a few things are a little different tonight. Of course, both teams have had several other games under their belt. They've also have illness going around. That's right. As you heard before, the Bowling Green Clopton boys game that was scheduled for this evening is not going to be played, as the Clopton boys team got hit with the flu, and so they are not going to have enough players eligible to dress out tonight. So that game has been moved to Friday night. They'll play the junior varsity and varsity matchup at 5:30 on Friday here at Bowling Green High School. And of course, we'll have that game for you right here on Eagle 102. Plus, talk to Paige Chin, who is the assistant girls basketball coach for the Bowling Green Lady Bobcats, who told us that, yep, Bowling Green's kind of getting hit with it too. She thought maybe it had wrapped up a little bit, but came in today, had some more parents call with flu-related issues. Then also from Clopton, two of the normal possible starters for tonight are going to be coming in a little bit late off the bench, as they were out with the flu yesterday. So it looks like just in time for district basketball tournament action, everybody's sick. So we'll kind of keep you up to date with that. We're just starting the pregame show. We'll talk about the keys to the game next here on Eagle 102.
It's the new year and a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Hi, this is John. I'm one of the pharmacists you see at Bowling Green Pharmacy. We're right here with personal and prompt service, giving you the answers about your medication. You are always welcome to come in and just say hi. The right people, the right service, right downtown. Bowling Green Pharmacy on the square in Bowling Green.
Bowling Green Insurance Agency can assist in all the insurance coverage you may need. With the proper insurance coverage, you can stop sweating the small stuff and enjoy life. Bowling Green Insurance Agency is one of the leading insurance agencies in the Pike County area. Give them a chance, and they'll prove it. Call Fred Carlson and get a quote. Bowling Green Insurance Agency.
The Eagle 102 Keys to the Game.
Keys to the game for you here on Eagle 102, brought to you by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate. As Vicki has the keys to the game for you tonight, it'll be taking care of the basketball for both teams, staying out of foul trouble. That's a big key as well, along with free throws. We've seen those a couple different times so far here in even this week. Last night we saw free throws play a big part of things, and unfortunately some went the right way, some unfortunately did not. So free throws are your big thing tonight. Again, take this opportunity. We're getting close to postseason play. We're starting that on a Saturday, and take this opportunity to run your plays correctly, set up your plays, make good shots, make good decisions. So that's kind of our keys to the game, brought to you by Vicki Cadwalder Insurance. We will have your starting lineups next here on Eagle 102.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the number one priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life. Community State Bank is committed to meeting or exceeding customer expectations and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
If you happen to find yourself looking for somewhere new to get your vehicle serviced, Pogue Ford in Bowling Green is here to remind you they can handle all brands of vehicles. However, if you have GM or Chrysler warranties, they will shuttle those to their sister Hannibal locations to make sure your warranty stays intact. Pogue Ford, serving the communities they call home. Pogue Ford, Business Highway 61 South in Bowling Green. They'll be there for you when the sun comes up.
Hi, this is John. I'm one of the pharmacists you see at Bowling Green Pharmacy. We're right here with personal and prompt service, giving you the answers about your medication. You are always welcome to come in and just say hi. The right people, the right service, right downtown. Bowling Green Pharmacy on the square in Bowling Green.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are brought to you by Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy.
We will start with the home team on the scoreboard tonight, the Bowling Green Lady Bobcats. Of course, they are in their home white jerseys with red numbers and black trim. They are starting a senior at 5'9", wearing number 11, Madeline Norton. A senior at 6 foot, wearing number 22, Kenley Charlton. A senior at 5'11", wearing number 25, Morgan Billings. And a freshman at 5'11", wearing number 33, Grace Dieters. For the Clopton Lady Hawks, they're in their road black jerseys with night white numbers and red trim. They are starting a 5'2" junior wearing number 11, Taylor Akers. A 5'6" freshman wearing number 24, Shanna Yates. A 5'5" senior wearing number 31, Madison Parrish. A 5'5" freshman wearing number 33, Madeline Bruni. And a 5'9" junior wearing number 35, Kerrigan Lockard. So that is your starting lineups here for both the boys and girls. When we return on the Bowling Green Pharmacy pregame show, we'll talk district play. All that for you more here on Eagle 102.
With winter weather upon us, remember one multi-sports complex in Bowling Green is your warm, dry place to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green to schedule your appointment and inquire about membership. One multi-sports complex, just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
People Think and Trust mobile banking app gives you the convenience of banking from anywhere. Simply download the free app for your Android or Apple device and get started managing your account, transferring funds, paying bills, and depositing checks. People Think and Trust online at www.pdtc.net. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Family Drug is your locally owned pharmacy, and their pharmacists have a personal commitment to their community because just like you, they support their community. Family Drug, locally owned and hometown proud on Georgia Street in Louisiana.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Veolia Landscaping Supply, Meyer Implement, and Calumet of Missouri.
Well, let's talk about the Bowling Green Lady Bobcats district. They are Class 3 District 8, and they are playing in Winfield. They start things off a Saturday. They have the first game, and they are the number 4 seed. They'll be taking on number 5 Wright City. Other games going on at Winfield on Saturday following the Bowling Green Lady Bobcats Wright City matchup. It'll be number 1 Lutheran St. Charles taking on number 8 Christian at 12:30. Then number 2 Herman taking on number 7 Winfield at 2 o'clock. And rounding out Saturday's action is number 3 Montgomery County taking on number 6 North Callaway. Then boys action gets underway on Monday night over at Winfield. The Bowling Green Bobcats come in as the number 5 seed. They're taking on number 4 Herman at 3:30. That'll be followed by number 1 Christian taking on number 8 Wright City at 5 o'clock. Then the 6:30 matchup will be number 2 Montgomery County facing number 7 North Callaway. And rounding out the games on Monday evening in Winfield, it'll be number 3 Winfield taking on number 6 Lutheran St. Charles. So if you want to look at that bracket yourself, you just go to KJFM Eagle102.net. Click on the Misha logo over on the left-hand side of the bracket. It has a little Misha logo in there, and it'll take you to our sports page. We'll tell you how Clopton seeded for district action as they host it. Their games begin on Monday. All that for you and more as we continue the Bowling Green Pharmacy pregame show here on Eagle 102.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
It's good to aim high, and sports can help children reach their goals. Join Pike County Mutual Insurance in Bowling Green and Farm Mutual Insurance in supporting local athletes. Be sure to catch all the action this sports season. Pike County Mutual Insurance salutes young local athletes and wishes them well. And they look forward to protecting these young adults with strong insurance coverage during what is sure to be a bright future. Pike County Mutual Insurance in Bowling Green.
Hi, folks. This is Eric Chapin. The sports season upon us. Be treated like the pros. If your athlete has experienced an injury during a game or practice, let our experienced sports medicine team at Pike County Memorial Hospital Physical Therapy Department get them back to play. We have 2 locations to better serve our community. Pike County Memorial Hospital Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine in Louisiana and Bowling Green. Pike County Memorial Hospital. Community owned, nationally known.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Ingram Plumbing, Bowling Green Pharmacy, and Mid-America Auto and Towing.
So the Clopton girls and boys are hosting districts this year. Excuse me. They actually begin on Monday, and they'll start with the girls' games on Monday, and it'll go as follows at 4 o'clock. They're going to start at 4 o'clock. It'll be a number 2 Clopton taking on number 7 Van Far. Excuse me, this is girls. That'll be followed by number 3 South Shelby taking on number 6 Silex. The 7 o'clock game, number 1 Paris will take on number 8 Louisiana. And rounding out the action on Monday night, number 4 Ellsbury taking on number 5 Mark Twain. As for the boys, they start on Tuesday night. They are starting at the 4 o'clock game, number 2 Van Far taking on number 7 Ellsbury. That'll be followed by number 3 Paris taking on number 6 South Shelby. The 7 o'clock game is host number 1 Clopton taking on number 8 Silex. And rounding out the night on Tuesday night will be number 4 Louisiana facing number 5 Mark Twain. So we'll keep you up to date, of course, on scores by visiting the scoreboard page at KJFM Eagle102.net. And then we'll have on air, of course, for you. And you can always keep checking back at that link, and they will be updating it. They'll be updating it each night after the games are complete. That's going to take care of the Bowling Green Pharmacy pregame show. We'll have your national anthem and opening tip next here on Eagle 102.
Stop in today to learn more at the Mercantile Bank, downtown Louisiana. Your hometown bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Hinky Construction,
Midwest Pest Professionals and Perkins Electrical Service.
Brown's Smokehouse Meats in Silex can help with all your meat processing, retail, wholesale, and custom butchering. Vernon and Judy Brown are the owners and operators of Brown's Smokehouse Meats, Highway 61 in Silex. Brown's Smokehouse Meats also invite you to stop by their retail location in Troy at 185 East Cherry Street. For all your smokehouse meats, gear processing, and homemade sausage, be sure to visit Brown's Smokehouse Meats, Silex and Troy.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Outlaw Lawn and Landscaping, Young Enterprises Incorporated, and Twin Pike Family YMCA.
Still about 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go before the start of this one. The girls are all warming up, running laps. That's Clopton. They're doing almost half suicides, while Bowling Green Lady Bobcats are working on the free throws. Again, if you missed it, me talking about it this morning during Eagle 102 morning show, or you missed Mark and I at the game last night, I like to give credit where credit is due. And it was Louisiana girls, as I think pretty much everybody knows, has been trying to rebuild their program this year, and they've had some unfortunate injuries and some illnesses that's kind of kept a really short bench for them. And last night was basically par for course. They started the game with 5. They had an extra sitting on their bench, so they did technically have 6. Well, about midway in the late portion of the third quarter, they didn't have 1, but 2 girls fell out of that basketball game. So that left them with 4 players on the court. And as soon as that happened, Silex Lady Owls head coach Sabrina O'Haron was kind enough, and she pulled a player off the court. So it was 4-on-4. Now, that was kind of exciting because that is the first time in my career that I've called the game a 4-on-4. I've called the 5-on-4, but never a 4-on-4. But as the evening went along into the fourth quarter, unfortunately, another Louisiana Lady Bulldog got hurt and needed to come off the court. And as I'm probably admitting that I shouldn't, I couldn't figure out why. When I looked across the court, that I saw Coach O'Haron pulling one of her players over to the side and just standing in front of the scorer's table. She's not moving. I personally thought it was going to be a trick play. I'm like, okay, she's setting it up. They're going to inbound this, and they're going to throw it right to this half-court line. They're going to run down there and score. No, as I kept scanning, I noticed that other player for Louisiana had come off, and Pike County Hospital's athletic trainer Riley Watkins was looking at her. She had another little slight injury, so Coach O'Haron had pulled the girl over to the side, so it was a true 3-on-3 match. Once the next dead ball was there, she pulled it. And so we ended the night in Louisiana last night with a 3-on-3 matchup. So that'll tell you how interesting high school sports can be, and how, of course, wonderful some of the area sportsmanship is. So hats off to the Louisiana Lady Bulldogs as they continue to battle through their injuries, and hats off to the Silex Lady Owls for making it competitive all the way to the end. Looks like we are getting ready for the national anthem before we're ready for tip-off. And we will carry that national anthem for you.
Clopton Lady Hawks and your Bowling Green Lady Bobcats.
I think everybody's done this once or twice, so we're already standing and ready.
Please stand, gentlemen, remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
All right, now we're getting ready for starting lineup introductions. We'll run down those for you again real quick, as we will start with the Clopton Lady Hawks, as they are the home team, or excuse me, the visiting team tonight here at Bowling Green High School. They are starting a 5'2 junior wearing number 11, Taylor Akers. A 5'6 freshman wearing number 24, Shanna Yates. A 5'5 senior wearing number 31, Madison Parrish. A 5'5 freshman wearing number 33, Madeline Bruni. And a 5'9 junior wearing number 35, Kerrigan Lockard. For the Bowling Green Lady Bobcats, they are, of course, in their home white jerseys with black numbers and red trim. They are starting a 5'9 senior wearing number 11, Madeline Norton. A 6 foot senior wearing number 22, Kinley Charlton. A 5'11 senior wearing number 25, Morgan Billings. And a 5'11 freshman wearing number 33, Gracie Dieters. So you can hear the music probably going on in the background as they're getting ready to do the introductions for the Bowling Green Lady Bobcats. Again, if you're just joining us, the boys' game tonight is postponed due to some illness at Clopton's end. So the boys' junior varsity and varsity game will be played Friday night, beginning with the junior varsity game at 5:30, followed immediately by the boys' varsity game. We'll carry that for you right here on Eagle 102. I feel like I missed introducing Liv Niemeyer. She's a 6 foot senior wearing number 32. I think Coach Craig Smith may have given me the wrong number, so we'll see. No, I see them all out there. Maybe I just can't read. That's always a possibility, let's be honest. So we are ready here for the Bowling Green Lady Bobcats and the Clopton Lady Hawks. EMO conference game, I believe this evening. I am going off of memory, and I should know because I told you during Eagle 102 Sports that Ellsbury is over at Montgomery County. If both the boys and girls win that matchup, I'm pretty sure both teams all but seal the EMO conference title. We'll have that for you, of course, tomorrow morning during Eagle 102 Sports. With the basketball is the Lady Bobcats. With this, Norton swings it near side to Billings. Billings back to Norton, top of the key. She dribbles with her left. Gets some help from Dieters. Dieters down low in the near corner to Billings. Billings back out to Norton. She eyes that three. Oh, look to bank it in. No good with the rebound. Is Clopton, but it's taken away by Norton, and finally loose right back in the hands of Kerrigan Lockard. Referees appear to be letting them play this evening as Parrish has the basketball. Parrish works it around, gets it to Akers. Akers up top with it on the near side, finds Lockard. Lockard from the block extended, bounce pass up to Akers. She swings it far side to Bruni. Bruni over in the corner to Lockard again. Looking inside to Yates, nothing there. Lockard spins around. She's guarded tightly by Charlton. Back up top to Bruni, now between the circles to Akers. Akers being guarded by Billings. Bounce pass and down low on the near side to Lockard. Lockard again back to Akers. Moving the ball around the horn as Bowling Green has a tough defense going here as they finally get in the hands of Bruni over about the middle of Bowling Green's bench. And they are sitting where the boys normally sit, so they're really throwing me off tonight. Akers with it now, takes it down the block. She shoots over everybody, shots up. It's no good. And it's Norton with the rebound. Norton headed back the other direction, running toe-to-toe with Bruni. She pulls up, but takes it into the paint. About has a pocket pick, but it's Niemeyer picking up the basketball. Her shot's no good. Bruni with the rebound. We're still scoreless. We've only played a little over 30 seconds here in the first quarter. So with it is Akers. Between the circles, brings it to near side. On the wing, bounce pass in the near corner to Lockard. Back to Akers. They find Parrish at the elbow on the near side, right back to Akers. She kicks it far side to Bruni. Bruni holds the ball high. She's guarded by Dieters. Back to Akers between the circles. We're scoreless. Still 6:12 to go here in the first quarter. With it is Akers. She tries to feed it inside to Lockard, and now there's going to be a tangle up. But she and Kinley Charlton tied up on the jump ball. The possession arrow favors Clopton. So Bruni and Yates come out. Talbert and Harrelson check in. Talbert and Madison Akers were two of the players that were sick yesterday. So they hand it off to Harrelson. Harrelson backs up. She picked up her dribble. Looks to lob it inside to Lockard. Her shot's off the mark, and it's Billings with the rebound. She kicks it to Norton, and Norton's off to the races. Norton brings it near side to Billings, and that's blocked as Harrelson tries to get the steal. Ball rolls out of bounds. Last touch by Clopton, so it will stay with Bowling Green in their half of the court. So with it is Norton. Norton brings it across the timeline. Bounce pass into Niemeyer, kicks it to Billings. Billings, her shot's up. No, it rims in and out. No good. Thought we were going to get the first 2 points on the board, but now Charlton has it in the paint. She misses her shot. Lockard with it. Lockard brings it across the timeline. She's going to dish it right off to Akers. Akers down right below us. Takes it back out between the circles. Over the far side to Lockard. Lockard loses a handle on it, but it's Harrelson that picks it back up. She takes in the paint, and she's going to go up against Niemeyer. And Niemeyer stood. However, she made contact. And it's going to send Harrelson to the free throw line for 2. We're still scoreless. 5:12 to go here in the first quarter. Megan Harrelson at the free throw line. Her first shot's up and no good. She'll get another one. We talked about free throws in the pregame. So Harrelson's up for the second. Shot's up, and it's no good, too. Chasing down her rebound. Loose ball is Harrelson. She goes up again, and this time it's blocked by Charlton. Coming away with it is Dieters. Dieters takes it and dishes it off to Billings. Right back to Dieters. However, it's taken away, and ball's loose, and it's now on the floor. It's loose. Coming away with it is Bowling Green. Well, I think they kind of sort of sat on each other. These referees are going to let them all play tonight. No foul was called, just another jump ball. Stays with Bowling Green as Dieters inbounds the basketball. She throws it up to Billings. Billings brings it to the free throw line to Niemeyer. Niemeyer wants 2. She gets it. Liv Niemeyer starts things off with a 2 for the Bowling Green Lady Bobcats. They have the first lead of the night, 2-0, as we're just played 4. We have 4:40 to go here in the first. So with the basketball is Akers. Akers runs right into Locker. She swings it near side to Talbert. Talbert from the elbow. Her shot's up and good. So the 2 points didn't last long, the 2-point lead. And we're headed back the other direction. It's Norton with the basketball. Gets it to Charlton. Now to Norton. Norton back across the timeline into the paint. Kicks it down low to Niemeyer. Her shot's up. It's partially blocked. Coming down with the loose basketball is Lockard. Kerrigan throws it up to Akers. Akers into the far corner to Talbert. She goes all the way under. Her shot's partially blocked. It's loose, and coming away with it's Billings. We're knotted at 2 apiece. 3:56 to go here in the first. Norton with the basketball. She brings it across the timeline. Stands between the circles. A 1-2-2 zone defense from Clopton. Again, Norton, after receiving the pass from Billings, kicks it over to the far side to Dieters. Dieters was basically mid of Clopton's bench to Norton. Out to Dieters. She eyes a 3 and drains it. It's the first 3 of the night. And Bowling Green takes their largest lead of the night. Now at 3, makes it 5-2 with 3:26 to go here in the first. So with the basketball is Lockard. Lockard dribbles it around, takes it over the far side to Harrelson. Harrelson decides she wants a 3, but it's off the front of the rim. Chasing down the loose basketball and coming away with it's Norton. Norton's been great at getting on the ball this evening as she works all the way down the other end. She stops, hesitates, and she goes up. And I can't believe they didn't call another jump ball as Norton went up and hands were on it. Instead, Norton hit the ground, and she's going to be fouled. So they call it on Stephanie Talbert. Grace Twellman and Kaylin Womack check into the basketball game now for the Lady Bobcats as Dieters throws the long pass into Twellman. Now to Norton. She eyes a 3. It's off the rim. No good. Ball's loose. It's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Bowling Green. Referee Quentin Nichols is going to handle the ball to Madison Parrish to inbound. They get it into Akers. Akers pushes it across the timeline into the front court. Dishes it off to Lockard. Lockard gives a little bit of a fake, and she thought about 3. Instead, she splits the defenders, goes up, her shot's up and good, and it's a 1-point game. So Kerrigan Lockard, and all of a sudden, Megan Harrelson gets the inbound steal and puts them up by 1. Her shot was up and good. With it now is Charlton. Gets it to Norton. Norton tries to split, and Coach Craig Smith wants to take a timeout to talk to his Lady Cats. We'll take a timeout to hear from some of our sponsors. With 2:29 to go here in the first quarter, Clopton leads Bowling Green 6-5. You're listening to Area High School Basketball on Eagle 102.
Hi, folks. My name is Cody Kirkendall. See Mike's Tire and Service Center in Bowling Green for all your automotive and tire needs. Mike features 24-hour tire service, and when it's time to replace those tires, Tires, Mike's has great deals on several brands, ensuring they have the perfect tire for your vehicle. Mike's Tire and Service Center additionally offers alignments, tune-ups, oil changes, truck, state, and DOT inspections. Mike's Tire and Service Center, business 61 North in Bowling Green.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Insurance.
Out of the timeout, Bowling Green inbounds the ball. Twelman gets it to Norton. Norton will be picked up at the half-court line by Harrelson. Harrelson tries to get a reach in there and pulls it back. Now there's a steal as Lockhart hits it, and it says last touch by Twelman. So it's going to go to Clopton. I think from our vantage point, it may have appeared that Clopton was the last one to touch the basketball. So Bowling Green fans aren't exactly happy about it. So 2:20 to go here in the first. Clopton has the lead over Bowling Green by 1. Akers with the basketball now. She's going to hand it off to Lockhart. Lockhart back out to Akers. She's looking for the three. It's a high arcing one because I missed everything, and Gracie Dieters ensures that nobody touches it. And back to Bowling Green we go. Full court pressure from Clopton. They get it into Niemeyer. Niemeyer in some trouble. And they're going to have a tie-up. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow will favor Clopton as Liv Niemeyer was in a little bit of trouble. Harrelson came over. Harrelson and I believe it was Talbert came over and got her in a trap. Just reached her hold, grabbed a hold of the basketball and got the jump ball call. They throw it right into Lockhart. She kicks it back out to Harrelson. Harrelson works it around, swings it near side to Parrish. Parrish pulls up for the shot, and it's good. Clopton now has their largest lead of the night at 3. So 8-5 is our score with 1:47 to go. Niemeyer has it. She's kind of in a peck of trouble. She picks up her dribble, but she's in the front court, so that helps. Dieters with it over on the far wing. She's already drained 1 3 tonight. They'll be looking for her to drain another as Billings has it now on the near wing. She takes it into the paint, kicks it down low to Niemeyer. Niemeyer tries to create some space. Her shot's partially blocked, and Talbert comes away with the basketball. With it now is Akers. Akers brings it up. She takes it between the circles. Akers working against Billings in this man-to-man defense. Bounce pass on the near wing to Harrelson. Harrelson spins around, lobs it, tries to lob it to Lockhart, and it ends up in the hands of Niemeyer. Niemeyer kicks it to Dieters, and Dieters will bring it across the timeline. Looking for instructions from Coach Craig Smith as she comes across, and she'll be picked up top of the key by Akers. Now with it over on the far side is Twelman. Twelman has her pocket picked by Talbert. Talbert's going to bring it across the timeline. She throws it up to Harrelson. Harrelson working against Niemeyer, goes high off the glass. It's no good. Coming in for the rebound and put back is Stephanie Talbert. And Talbert's going to go to the free throw line. She'll get the opportunity to shoot 2. We'll see who they throw that up there for. That'll be courtesy of Dieters. Haley Chandler, Madison Norton, Norton was already in. Madeline Norton, yeah, he confused me. So Madeline Norton, Morgan Billings, Kinley Charlton, Haley Chandler are all in the game along with Grace Twelman. They get the ball into Lockhart. Lockhart shots up. It's no good. She gets her own loose ball. She goes up for the second attempt. It's no good, and Charlton comes down strong with the basketball. Charlton hands it off to Norton, and Norton will take it across the timeline. Clopton back into their 1-2-2. Far wing with it to Twelman, not to Norton, near side to Billings. Billings takes it at the elbow, back to Norton, swings it again to Twelman. We're down to 22 seconds to go here in the first. It looks like Kerrigan's going to pick up her first foul. So Bowling Green will have it under their own basket. With 19.9 seconds to go here in the first quarter, Twelman to inbound the basketball. Gets it to Billings, to Norton. Norton top of the key, dribbles with the left hand, kicks it to Twelman, now to Chandler. Chandler wants it 2. It's no good. Ball's loose. It's going to go out of bounds. And they say it's out. Last touch by Clopton. Gracie Dieters and Kaylin Womack coming back into the basketball game for the Lady Cats. Coming in for Chandler and Twelman. Down to 10.4 seconds to go here in the first as Dieters looks inside. Nothing there. She's waiting for her offensive move. They lob it in. It's tipped away. And Kerrigan Lockhart saves it from going out of bounds. Madison Parrish has it with 5 seconds. Gets it to Akers. Akers going to go all the way down to Bruni. Her shot at the buzzer is up and no good. And that is how the first quarter ends. Clopton leads Bowling Green by the score of 8-5. We've got second quarter action coming your way next here on Eagle 102.
your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life. Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the number one priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life. Community State Bank is committed to meeting or exceeding customer expectations and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
As we start the second quarter, Bowling Green Lady Bobcats were out by as many as 3 points, but fell after Clopton. I shouldn't say fell. They ended down by 3 as Clopton got a couple of steals off inbound passes, and Clopton has their largest lead of the night now at 3. So both teams have led by as many as 3. Right now the Hawks have the lead 8-5. It will be a Bowling Green basketball. For the Lady Cats, we've got Norton, Dieters, Womack, Charlton, and Billings for Clopton. Harrelson, Parrish, Akers, Lockard, and Talbert. Norton gets it. She finds Charlton down low. Charlton has to make a little bit of space, and she does, and makes it a 1-point basketball game. So Kinley Charlton getting in the scorebooks tonight makes it an 8-7 game with Akers handing it off to Lockard. Lockard brings it all the way around. She stops, pops for 2. Her shot's too high off the backboard. With it now is Harrelson. She thought about the 3. Steps in the paint, kicks it near side to Parrish. Parrish wants a 3. It's off the rim. Dieters with the rebound. And Dieters pulls up, and she's going to be fouled by Talbert as Talbert made contact. So Stephanie Talbert will pick up her second foul, only the team's third. But when she ran past Dieters, Dieters stopped, and she made contact with her. They called it a foul. So Dieters looking for somebody to throw it inbounds to. They finally get it into Norton. Norton working against Harrelson in the backcourt. Harrelson's going to give her some space, let her cross the timeline. Then they're going to try and trap. They've got her in the near corner. They throw it right in the hands of Parrish. And Womack's going to pick up a foul. So Clopton will inbound the basketball here on the near sideline. Briley Sparks checking in the basketball game now. Talbert comes out. Also returning the game is Bruni. Madeline Norton came out. Coach Craig Smith wants to talk to her a little bit about the next offensive possession. Akers with it now on the near side. Takes it to the far side. She spins around, being guarded against by Billings. Takes it amongst everybody. Her shot's off the mark, and it's Charlton with the rebound. Charlton trying to get out of the trap situation. Dishes it off to Dieters. Dieters going to jog it across the timeline. She'll pick up by Harrelson. Swings it far side to Sparks. Down low underneath to Charlton. Charlton shots high off the glass. No good. Chasing down the loose basketball is Billings. She dishes it to Dieters. Dieters wants a 3. It rolls off the edge. Now it's Sparks. Sparks shots up. It's no good. Finally, Billings comes away with it. They get in the hands of Dieters. We're going to reset this offense. Over to Sparks. Sparks in the middle of Clopton's bench down at far corner to Charlton. Back up to Sparks. She's going to take it in the paint in the lane. Ball's partially tipped away. Now it's a race for it, and it's going to go out of bounds, saying last touch by Bowling Green. So it's going to go back to Clopton, and again, it was a close one. We'll call it that. 6:28 to go here in the half. Right now, Clopton still holds on to a 1-point lead by the score of 8-7. Akers with the basketball, brings it across the timeline. Bounce pass to Lockard. Lockard works her way around, and it's going to roll off her foot out of bounds. They're going to say it was off of. No, they're going to change it. They changed it as they thought it went off. I think it pretty well went right down Kerrigan's leg. So with the basketball is Charlton. Charlton trying to get the ball in. She finds Billings. They've got a full court defense up. Clopton does. They get to Billings. Billings throw a long pass up to Dieters. Dieters in the front court with it. Skips it over to Norton. Norton works it over in the far corner, down low to Charlton. Charlton looks into the paint with it to Billings. Billings shoots over top of everybody. Her shot's just short, and with the loose basketball is Harrelson. And Harrelson's going toe-to-toe against Norton. She stops, pulls up. Her shot's going to be short. With the rebound is Akers. Hands it off to Parrish. Back to Akers again. Back to Parrish in the short corner. To Akers. A little pitch and catch between the two. Akers will bring it out. Dish it off to Lockard. She thinks about the 3. Instead puts the ball in the court and dishes it to Bruni. Bruni kicks it to Akers. Akers wants a 3 now. It's off the rim. Akers chases down the loose basketball. Finds Lockhart at the elbow on the near side. She dribbles out, dishes it to Bruni. Bruni dribbles up top, now skips it to Harrelson. Back into the paint to Lockhart, out to Parrish. They're kind of moving the basketball around as Bowling Green is still putting this man-to-man defense in place. Harrelson found its way to it, and they're going to call a travel. That time Clopton wanted to foul. But I think Harrelson was stripped of the basketball. So now there's a long throw by Billings. It's taken away by Lockhart. Now Kinley Charlton got it, came right back to Lockhart. And after a little bit of a scrum on the court, it's Dieters. Dieters shots up. It's no good. With the rebound is Bruni. Bruni gets it back to Lockhart, now to Akers. These refs are going to get heckled for the rest of this game, that's for sure. It's still 8-7. Only Bowling Green has scored here in the second quarter. We got 4.5 to go here in the second quarter. Megan Harrelson and Gracie Dieters, both pretty aggressive here tonight. Those two will be fun to watch throughout the evening as Liv Niemeyer's coming back into the basketball game. Quentin says, never mind, just hold on. We're going to have some subs from Bowling Green. Liv Niemeyer returns along with Grace Twellman as Gracie Dieters and Kaylin Womack comes out. I'm sorry, there's Jaden Womack that played last night, so it's still stuck in my head. So Bruni gets the ball into Akers. Akers kicks it to Harrelson. Harrelson back out to the elbow to Lockhart. She tries to bank it in, and it's Bruni with the rebound. Back to Akers. Long three on the way from Akers, and it's good. And Coach Craig Smith has to kind of be saying to himself at this point, there was nobody going for the rebound. Coach Smith and Coach Street both had to be kind of shaking their heads at that. Bowling Green gets it all the way in. Now Norton taking it coast to coast. It's just short. With the rebounds, Clopton to Akers. Throws a long pass up to Harrelson. She's by herself underneath the basket. Shots up and good. Makes it a 13-7 game with Clopton having their largest lead of the night. With it now is Niemeyer. Niemeyer finds Norton. Near side with it now to Billings. Billings back to Norton again. Between the circles. She starts directing traffic, moving people around. Norton now in trap situation as Harrelson smacked the basketball. Now Twellman comes in and gets the steal, and she's going to be fouled. So Twellman helps out there. She's a little bit taller than some of the others, so putting her in a trap situation isn't always the easiest. So Gracie Dieters and Womack, Kaylin Womack, return to the basketball game for Charlton and Billings. Twellman will inbound the basketball at the end of Clopton's bench. We have 3:29 to go here in the first half. Clopton leads it 13-7. Norton with the basketball. Norton works it around. She's directing traffic. Gets it inside to to Womack. Back out to Norton. Norton swings it to Dieters. Dieters near corner with it to Twellman to Niemeyer. She spins around. Nice shot up by Liv Niemeyer. And give her 4 on the night. It makes it a 13-9 game with 3:07 to go here in the first half. Akers bounce pass to Lockhart over the far side to Parrish. Back to Akers between the circles. To Lockhart again at the elbow. She takes in the paint. She shoots over top of everybody. Shots no good. And Womack with the rebound. And they finally get to Norton. Norton lobs it up to Twellman. Twellman in some trouble, and Kerrigan Lockhart will pick up her second foul. As Kerrigan made contact when they're sent in the trap, and that'll be the 4th team foul, I believe, 5th team foul for Clopton. Talbot returns. Bruni takes a seat. Kerrigan Lockhart and Stephanie Talbot each have 2. Bowling Green, pretty good. They only have their 4. That's one person with each. So Norton got tangled up again in a trap. And they reached in to grab the basketball, and they say that she traveled with it. Bowling Green fans wanted a foul called. Instead, it ends up back in the hands of Clopton. Parrish will throw on the far side back to Lockard. Lockard's shot at the free throw line is up and good. 15-9 is our score. 2:15 to go here in the second quarter. Norton working out of the way out of the trap. Ball's loose. Dieters has it, and now we've got another foul. So that is the second foul on Taylor Akers. So one more foul, and Bowling Green will be shooting for the rest of the quarter. Norton across the timeline. Near side with it to Dieters. Dieters down low to Niemeyer. Niemeyer looks. Her shot's just short. Goes try to save going out of bounds. Last touch by Womack, so back to Clopton they go. 1:53 to go here in the second quarter. Clopton leads at 15-9. So Akers with the basketball. She's going to walk it across the timeline. Give time for the offense to set up. Now she turns on the Jets. Near side with it to Harrelson. Harrelson works it on the wing to Parrish. Far side to Akers. Akers looks inside, skips it on the near side to Harrelson. Her shot's up. It's off the mark. Ball's loose, and we're going to be tangled up. Nope, coming with it is Womack. She kicks it out to Norton. Norton, guard against by Harrelson, works the magic to get it across the timeline into the hands of Dieters. Dieters spins around from Harrelson now to Norton. Back to Dieters again. She thought about the three and instead held up. Norton has it. Now Womack in the far corner. Bounce pass inside to Niemeyer. Back out to Norton to reset the offense. 1:02 to go here in the second. Twelman with it. Gets it inside to Niemeyer. Lockard saves it from going out of bounds. Gets it in the hands of Talbert. Now to Akers. Akers throws it up to Talbert. Over the far side to Harrelson. Harrelson skips it. Near side of Parrish. Down low to Talbot. Back out to Lockard. She wants a three. And it's good. It's a 9-point lead for Clopton as we are winding down the second quarter. 18-9. Dieters to Womack. Womack drives that baseline. Her shot's up. It rolls around. It's just short. Parrish with the rebound. She gets it off to Akers. Akers pushes it across the timeline. Works it around near side with it to Harrelson. Harrelson looks, and Norton swats the basketball and knocks it out of bounds. And gives us a dead ball. As Shanna Yates comes in for Lockard. Liv Niemeyer's taking the seat as Kinley Charlton returns. Also, it looks like Morgan Billings is going to re-enter the basketball game for Grace Twellman. So 15.8 seconds to go. Harrelson will inbound the basketball right in front of the student section, and that's Bowling Green student section. Gets it into Akers. Akers. Near side with it to Harrelson. Harrelson about has her pocket picked. Instead, gets it in the hands of Akers. Kicks out to Yates. Yates wants a three. It's off the mark. Going tall for the rebound is Womack, and that is how the half ends. Clopton leads this one 18-9. We have your Cellular Satellite Center halftime report coming up next here on Eagle 102.
Cellular and Satellite Center also carries a variety of TVs and accessories and installs security systems. Get connected today with Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Hi, this is John. I'm one of the pharmacists you see at Bowling Green Pharmacy. We're right here with personal and prompt service, giving you the answers about your medication. You are always welcome to come in and just say hi. The right people, the right service, right downtown. Bowling Green Pharmacy on the square in Bowling Green.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana. And let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report. Sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center.
at the half, Clopton leads Bowling Green by the score of 18-9. And at the end of the first quarter, it was a Clopton lead, 8-5. So, only 3 points put up here in the second half 4 points put up by Bowling Green, while obviously we can figure out if Marion's math works. Clopton put up 10. I will tell you that, unfortunately, somewhere along the line, I have missed a couple baskets in here, so we'll give you rough estimates as to scoring. Bowling Green has not been to the free throw line tonight, but leading them right now is Liv Niemeyer. She has 4 points. Gracie Dieters has a tray, and Kimley Charlton has added 2. As for Clopton, right now, I think leading them is Kerrigan Lockhart, as my totals again have 5. Megan Harrelson with 4. Taylor Akers with 3 and Stephanie Talbert with 2, but I am confident enough to know in my math that I'm missing 4 points in there, so I apologize. I can tell you they are 0 for 2 from the charity stripe, so I'm just not sure which 2 field goals I missed. Let's take a short break, let's take a break here on the Cellular Satellite Center halftime report. When we return, we'll talk about what we have going on broadcast-wise the rest of the week, as it's busy before we head into districts. All that for you more right here on Eagle 102.
With winter weather upon us, remember one multi-sports complex in Bowling Green is your warm, dry place to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green to schedule your appointment and inquire about membership. One multi-sports complex, just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Bank from anywhere with Bank of Louisiana's new Freedom Checking account. No minimum balance, no monthly fees, and free access to all of their mobile and online banking services. Bank on your own terms with Freedom Checking from Bank of Louisiana. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Home data rates may apply. Check with the carrier for details. Freedom Checking from Bank of Louisiana.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Pam Todd Watts Realty, Quiver River Electric Cooperative, and All Parks.
Well, as we've talked about it a couple different times, of course, tonight was supposed to be a boys and girls doubleheader. The Bowling Green boys team should have been playing here immediately following this one, while the JV boys were playing in the middle school gym. But due to illness at Clopton, they had to postpone tonight's games. Their Clopton boys team, apparently the flu hit hard and didn't have enough in session today at school to play tonight's game. So that game has been moved to Friday evening. So that definitely will be made up before the end of the week. So they're going to play Friday. You can start with the JV game at 5:30, immediately followed by the varsity game. We'll have that for you right here on Eagle 102. But not before we have Van Far and Clopton at Van Far, I believe. Off the top of my head. See, here's where I go with off the top of my head. I should stop that. But we will have Clopton and Van Far for you on Thursday evening, both boys and girls action. And then Saturday, kicks off districts will be in Winfield at 11 o'clock for the Bowling Green girls as they take on Wright City. Now, that is a 4-5 matchup, and early, and I do mean early in the season. Bowling Green won that matchup by 1 point, 23-22. And so we'll see how both teams have improved throughout the season at that point. Then Monday night, things really open up. It's going to be busy. We'll be at Winfield at 3:30 for Bowling Green boys as they take on Herman, right? Playing Herman? No, who are you playing on Monday? Yeah, Charlie Bowen's looking at me like I'm crazy, but it's okay. He knows I am. Playing Herman, and then we'll head straight to Clopton as we'll have 4 games from there. Kind of beginning at 4 o'clock and rounding out with the 8 o'clock game later that evening. Now, the best part about districts, I say the best part, one of the things that probably not everybody likes, but it's kind of how it goes, is at district time, it's win or go home. So by Tuesday and Wednesday, really by Wednesday, we've really narrowed the field down. Now, should let you know that as far as the Clopton district goes, their championship games, both boys and girls, will be played on Saturday. So they have no games on Friday, but we never know what Mother Nature's doing, so everybody's kind of built in some extra days in case that they are needed, which we have definitely seen that in the past. So district basketball well underway, beginning Saturday, beginning at Winfield. Also, one other thing we want to remind you of, the Full Court Frenzy leaderboard. The Photo Frenzy leaderboard is on Eagle102.net. I looked at it a little earlier today. It is a very tight race. You can go in there and see where your team is ranked and to winning $500 cash for the team and $500 for your booster club. We'll, of course, continue to post air more clues on 102.1. And if you need the first set of clues, just pick up the latest edition of the Eagle 102 Patriot, and they have the information in there as well. So if you want details, go ahead and pick up the Patriot and go to KJFM Eagle102.net. That's going to do it for this cellular and satellite halftime show. We'll have second half action coming your way next here on Eagle 102.
Get connected to a fast-paced world with Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, an authorized U.S. cellular dealer, along with Dish Network, DirecTV, Viasat, and HughesNet high-speed internet packages. Cellular and Satellite Center also carries a variety of TVs and accessories and installs security systems. Get connected today with Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green. Bowling Green Insurance Agency can assist in all the insurance coverage you may need. With the proper insurance coverage, you can stop sweating the small stuff and enjoy life. Bowling Green Insurance Agency is one of the leading insurance agencies in the Pike County area. Give them a chance and they'll prove it. Call Fred Carlson and get a quote. Bowling Green Insurance Agency.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Pike County Mutual Insurance, Pogue Ford, and Bank of Louisiana.
Still 2 minutes and 25 seconds to go here at halftime. Did not tell you that you could get a look at those brackets for district action. All you have to do is go to KJFM Eagle102.net, and then there is a logo over on the left-hand side and has the Misha logo. You click on that, it'll take you to our sports page, and you can click on the appropriate brackets. They will be updating those each night after the games. Of course, we'll also have complete recaps for you on the scoreboard page and on air at KJFM on air at 102.1 and the scoreboard page at KJFM Eagle102.net. Remember, tomorrow morning you can join Chuck Branstetter for the Eagle 102 morning show. You never know what Chuck's going to say, so I just encourage you to tune in because you'll never know when he's going to talk about you. That'll wrap things up here. We've got second half action your way next here on Eagle 102.
If you happen to find yourself looking for somewhere new to get your vehicle serviced, Pogue Ford in Bowling Green is here to remind you they can handle all brands of vehicles. However, if you have GM or Chrysler warranties, they will shuttle those to their sister Hannibal locations to make sure your warranty stays intact. Pogue Ford, serving the communities they call home. Pogue Ford, Business Highway 61 South in Bowling Green. They'll be there for you when the sun comes up.
With winter weather upon us, remember one multi-sports complex in Bowling Green is your warm, dry place to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green to schedule your appointment and inquire about membership. One multi-sports complex, just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Rawls County Mutual Insurance, Orth Construction, and B&B Automotive.
Out of the start of the second half, Clopton had the ball, took it down the other end, wasn't able to convert, but Bowling Green came back off the rebound and got the bucket, and that was Gracie Dieters with another two, and it's a 7-point game. 18-11, just getting started here. Played about 30 seconds as Akers eyes another three, and it does a couple different spins around the world and falls good. So give her another three on the night and takes lead back to 10. Here we go with the foul. We'll pick up lineups for you in just a second. They're going to call that one on Madison Parish. So for Bowling Green, we've got Charlton, Norton, Dieters, Niemeyer, and Billings. For Clopton, we have Lockhart, Akers, Parrish, Harrelson, and Talbert. They get it in Billings to Niemeyer. Niemeyer to Charlton, and pick from behind is Harrelson. Harrelson gets it off, and all of a sudden, ball's going to roll out of bounds. Last touch by Bowling Green, so it's going to be with Black. So a little mix up there. They called direction of black, but they said white, so they're going to say white has the basketball. They get it into Norton. Norton hands it off to Dieters. Dieters pushes it into the front court, pulls up right in front of Coach Craig Smith, now brings it near side to Norton. Norton works it around. She brings it to the top of the key. She got it by Akers, now to Dieters. Dieters looks for the screen from Charlton. Dieters stops, pops for two from the elbow, off the front of the rim, and we're going to have a foul, and I believe it's going to go against Morgan Billings. So Billings picks up, I believe that's her first. It is. And they fall back into half-court defense as Akers brings the ball across the timeline for the Lady Hawks. Skips it far side to Parrish, back to Akers. Akers near side to Harrelson. Harrelson looks inside. She about has her pocket picked by Norton. Back to Akers. Akers between the circles. To Parrish down low to Talbert. Back to Akers again. She thought about the three instead. Takes it to the free throw line. Hands it to Harrelson. To Lockhart. Back out to Parrish. Back to Harrelson again. Harrelson, long three. It's going to miss everything. And it's ball's loose. It's going to go out of bounds. And they're going to say it's off Clopton. So to Bowling Green we go. So Charlton will inbound the basketball. Full court pressure from the Lady Hawks. Charlton looks. Bounce pass into Niemeyer. To Dieters. Dieters into the front court. She's going to go all the way. Coast to coast she goes. And it's another 2 points for Gracie Dieters. Give her 4 here in the second half, and it's a 21-13 game. Clopton still on top, and with it is Harrelson. Back to Akers. Free throw line to Lockhart. Lockhart shots up and good. Kerrigan Lockhart with another 2 here in this half. Bowling Green gets the basketball in. Norton trying to avoid the trap. She splits the defense. It's loose. Dieters picks up the basketball. Throws it up to Charlton in the front court. Right back to Norton. Norton's going to set things up for the Lady Cats. Near side with it to Dieters. Dieters works it around, skips it to Billings. Billings to Norton. Norton can drain the three if she's given the space. She brings it back between the circles. Now to Billings. Billings eyes the 2 from the elbow. Shots up. She falls her shot, but beating her to it is Talbert. With it is Akers. Akers to Harrelson. Harrelson wants a 3, and it's good. So give Harrelson another, give her, I believe it's her first 3. And makes it to 26-13. 13 being the largest lead of the night. Underneath the basket is Niemeyer. Her shot's no good. Dieters there for the putback. We got a timeout on the court. We'll take one as well with 4:43 to go here in the third. Clopton leads Bowling Green 26-15. You're listening to high school basketball action on Eagle 102. Well, Clopton had their largest lead of the night at 13 until Gracie Dieters came back and put another bucket up on the scoreboard for the Lady Bobcats. And right now, Gracie's kind of the hot hand for the Lady Cats. We'll see what Coach Craig Smith is drawing up over in front of the Lady Cats bench and what Coach Shree thinks her counter option might be. 26-15 our score. We're in the third, 4:43 to go. So it'll be it's Clopton's basketball. I think at this point everybody's trying to figure out what's going on. So Parrish will inbound to Akers. Akers will take it across the timeline for Clopton. Far wing to Parrish. Back to Akers. Around the horn we go to Harrelson on the near side. She skips it far side to Parrish. Parrish pulls up for the shot. It's up and good. Madison Parrish with the 2, and it's back to a 13-point lead for Clopton. 4:20 to go here in the third quarter. Dieters working against Akers. She brings up the near side and runs right into Lockhart. And she spins into Akers. Akers knocks the ball out of bounds. And they'll stay with Bowling Green right in front, not quite in front of their student section, as Briley Sparks will inbound the ball now. She snuck in on me, gets it into Dieters. Dieters on the near wing, now crossover, dribbles with the left hand back between the circles. Near side to Billings. Billings back out to Dieters. She eyes that three. She's got one. She won another one. Kinley Charlton there for the putback, and she's going to be fouled. So they're going to call it on Kerrigan Locker. That'll be her third. Send Kinley Charlton to the free throw line for two. It's the first trip to the line for the Bowling Green Lady Bobcats. 3:55 to go here in the third quarter. Clopton leads at 28-15. First free throw shot is up and no good. She'll get a second. Charlton, senior for the Lady Cats, spins the ball in her hand, shots up, and it's good. We got a couple subs coming in. Madeline Norton and Kaylin Womack check in for Niemeyer and Billings. 28-16 is our score. Clopton leads this one. 3:55 to go here in the third. Akers killing a little clock as she's going to walk it across the timeline, give Talbert time to go down and set up. Bowling Green in a 2-3 zone with Norton and Dieters up top. Charlton, Womack, and Sparks down low. Harrelson with it on the near wing. She takes in the paint, kicks it off to Talbot. We're going to have a tie-up. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow is going to go to Bowling Green as Briley Sparks got in with Stephanie Talbot. Is able to wrap up that basketball. So Norton with it. Norton up the sideline. They throw it to Sparks, and Sparks takes it with her out of bounds. So Clopton will now inbound the basketball, take it the full length of the court. And we've got a timeout on the court. Coach Street wants to talk to her Hawks. I'm sure Coach Smith will take the time to talk to his Bobcats with 3:27 to go in the third. Clopton leads Bowling Green 28-16. We've got more action coming away from Bowling Green High School after this on Eagle 102.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Family Drug is your locally owned pharmacy, and their pharmacists have a personal commitment to their community because just like you, they support their community. Family Drug, locally owned and hometown proud on Georgia Street in Louisiana.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Vicki Cadwalader Real Estate and the Twin Pike Family YMCA.
Excuse me, 28-16 is our score right now as Clopton leads Bowling Green here in the third quarter. We'll see what both teams have drawn up here in the very near future as both teams are set to go. So out of the timeout with the basketball will be Clopton. And they'll take it the full length of the court as Lockard will inbound the ball. Full court pressure from Bowling Green. Lockard smacks the ball. They're going to let it get it into Akers, and then Sparks is going to apply a pressure, but Akers turns on the Jets, brings it across the timeline. Akers a cross-country runner. She and Gracie Dieters both very quick as Lockard with the basketball. She tries to throw it to Harrelson. Harrelson didn't realize it was coming to her, and now Akers has it. She stops, pops for two, and it's shots up and good. Little miscommunication there amongst teammates, and it's a 14-point game. So Norton gets it to Dieters. Dieters back to Norton between the circles. Still a zone-type defense from Clopton. They get it. And again, another miscommunication as Norton was trying to hit, I believe, Dieters, as Dieters was flashing inside, and she kicked it to him. So with it is Lockard. Lockard into Akers. Akers brings it across the timeline. She's at the head of Clopton's bench over on the far side. With it is Harrelson. Harrelson takes it in. Shots up. It's no good. They're going to call a foul on the floor. So we're getting some things straightened out, and we're checking out. Grace Twillman wanting to come in. So Tolman comes in for Norton. Picking up her first foul was Norton. They get the ball in. Now Akers with it up between the circles. Swings it to Parrish. Parrish looks in the paint for Lockard, and it's tipped away by Charlton. Gets it in the hands of Dieters. Dieters is going to take it all the way. She spins. Shots up. It's no good. It's tipped around a couple different times. Sparks comes with it. Nope. Now Harrelson has it. Harrelson throws it up to Lockard. Lockard takes it up. Shots up and good. So it's a 16-point lead for Clopton with 2:13 to go here in the third quarter. So Dieters with the basketball. Brings it near side to Sparks. Sparks down low, working across the defense. Ends up in the hands of Charlton. Charlton spins around, takes it off the glass, and it's good. Give Kinley 2 more. She's got 5 on the night with 1:55 to go here in the third. 32-18 is our score. Hawks on top. Akers content to stay out top and just kill some clock until Sparks comes out and puts some pressure on her. Now she moves around. She's going to take it all the way in. She tries to shoot up top of everybody. Shots up. It's no good. Talbert jumps over Gracie Dieter's back and smacks the ball out of bounds. So Billings, Norton, and Niemeyer return to the basketball game. Shanna Yates comes in for Lockard. Having a seat is Twellman, Dieters, and Charlton. So Norton will again control the point for the Lady Cats. She brings it across the timeline. On the near side with it. Gets it to Womack. Womack inside and it's taken away by Akers. Akers throws it up, but she's going to be smacked on the arm before she does, and that's going to go against Madeline Norton. That's only her second. So with it is Harrelson. She'll inbound the basketball between Bowling Green's bench and the scorer's table. To Akers. Billings is going to guard Akers now. Akers dribbles with the left hand, hands it off to Parrish. Parrish takes it to the far elbow. With us, Harrelson, she kind of gives a little bob and weave there, and she's going to be fouled. And again, they're going to call, I believe, it on Norton. That'll be her third. She's picked up all 3 fouls here in the third quarter with 1:10 to go in the third. With it is Yates. Yates out to Harrelson. Right back to Akers. She wants another 3. Is she filling it? She is. So Akers with her third 3 of the night and makes it an 18-35 game as Clopton leads this one as we're down to under a minute. So is Sparks to Norton. Norton works around, bounce pass to Billings. Billings takes it to the block, backs it back out. Now she needs some help. Back up to Norton. Norton working it around. Looking for some help. Takes it out to Niemeyer. Niemeyer to Norton. Norton eyes a 3. It's no good. It's Billings with the rebound. Her putback no good. Ball's loose. And Norton tracks it down. She works it around into the paint. Bounce pass to Womack. Womack shots up and good. So Kaylin Womack brings it within 15. Full court pressure still from Clopton. As Akers runs right into Sparks. Picks it up. Sparks makes contact. So Akers dribbles again. And she goes up off the glass, and it's good. So a 17-point lead for Clopton at the end of 3. We're headed to the final quarter with Clopton leading Bowling Green 37-20. You're listening to high school basketball on Eagle 102.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
Hi, folks. This is Eric Schaefer. With sports season upon us, be treated like the pros. If your athlete has experienced an injury during a game or practice, let our experienced sports medicine team at Pike County Memorial Hospital Physiotherapy Department get them back to play. We have 2 locations to better serve our community. Pike County Memorial Hospital Physiotherapy and Sports Medicine in Louisiana and Bowling Green. Pike County Memorial Hospital. Community owned, nationally known.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
37-20 is our score as Clopton leads this one as we head into the final quarter of action. And we'll have to see what adjustments Coach Smith is making over on his bench. where some shots just aren't falling for the Bowling Green Lady Bobcats. And one of the things that has helped Clopton extend this lead is Taylor Akers knocked down 2 threes, and then Megan Harrelson knocked down a 3, all here in the third. So they found their touch from behind the arc. Looks like it's going to be Clopton's basketball to start the fourth quarter. Bruni into the basketball game will have the inbound honors. Morgan Billings will put a little token pressure on Akers. She's going to allow her to get it in, and then she's going to meet her at the half-court line. Nope, they get it right into Talbert. Fooled us all. So Talbert's just standing there holding it. Finally, Taylor Akers comes and gets it as she works in the circle against Billings. And it kind of sort of looks like Clopton's going into their clock-killing mode. As Akers works it around, they get to Harrelson. Harrelson now working against Dieters. They trip up. Over in the far corner to Bruni. Bruni takes it all the way in. Her shot's up. It's denied big time. It ends up in the hands of Billings. Billings dishes it off to Norton. Norton goes coast to coast. Shots up. It's no good. Charlton works for the rebound, but she's going to be fouled, and I believe that's going to go against Bruni. Madeline Bruni picking up her first foul. No, they're going to say that one against Parrish. So Dieters to inbound the basketball. They get it into Billings. Billings up top with it to Norton. Norton between the circles. Near side with it to Dieters. Dieters finds Niemeyer at the free throw line. Her shot's up, and it's good. Nothing but net for the senior Liv Niemeyer. Well, we got a timeout. We'll take one as well. We've only played about 50 seconds. Clopton has the lead, 37-22. You're listening to high school basketball on Eagle 102.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops, Mike's Tire and Service Center, and Kathy Cleaning.
Clopton will have to take the ball the length of the court as Madison Parrish will inbound it to Akers. Akers trying to avoid the trap between Dieters and Billings. And with it, his Harrelson, she goes up. It's a big stop in there by Charlton as Charlton denied it. Ball came down into her hands and back in the hands of the Bobcats. Now with it is Norton. Norton works it around on the near side. She looks inside to Charlton. Charlton's in the paint. Her shot's up and good. Another 2 points for the senior, Kinley Charlton. And we had a referee that was very animated. I missed it. I was writing down the points. 37-24 is our score. Clopton still leads this one by 13. They've led by as many as 17. So Parrish gets the ball into Akers. Akers about has her pocket picked by Norton. And she works it around. Now it works between the circles and tries to avoid the pressure from Morgan Billings as she's up by the timeline. And she splits the defenders. Weaves it back out and around again. She's going to have to feed it to somebody as Norton comes up and adds pressure. Now there's Harrelson. Harrelson all the way down. She's going in. Shots up and good. So Megan Harrelson with another 2 on the night makes it a 39-24 basketball game. 6 minutes to go here in the contest. Charlton with it at the elbow. Back out to Norton. Norton at the free throw line. Backs it up again. Finds Dieters. Dieters with the hot hand. Her pass was blocked, and now Stephanie Talbert tries to save it from going out of bounds. However, it ends up right back out of bounds, so it's going to stay with Bowling Green in their half the court. And so Morgan Billings inbounds the basketball from the end of Bowling Green's bench. She gets it into Norton. Norton working it around. On the near wing, bounce pass in the corner to Billings. Down low to Charlton. Charlton tries to create some space, and she's going to be fouled. And if it goes on Kerrigan Lockett, I believe that'll be her fourth. They do call it on Kerrigan. And it is her fourth. Only the team's fourth here in the half. 5:38 to go here in the ball game. Shannon Yates is going to come in now for Lockard. And that causes Bowling Green to change up their direction. Norton will now inbound the basketball. She slaps to get it right into Charlton. Out to Niemeyer. Niemeyer moves it around to Billings. Billings looks to Norton. Norton's fierce from out behind that arc if she can get hot. She works it around, brings it near side, dishes it off to Dieters. Dieters in the paint. Her shot's up and good. Gracie Dieters with another 2 on the night. Makes it a 39-26 game. And there's a steal as Megan Harrelson is going to pick up a foul. That'll be her first, team's 5th. So with it is Billings. She gets it inside to Norton. Norton down low to Billings. Billings back to Norton. Looks inside, nothing there, puts the ball on the court, working on that wing. About has her pocket pick. Now Harrelson does take it away. Harrelson go in for the layup. Shots up and good. 41-26 is our score. Clopton leads this one with 4:40 to go here in the basketball game. Near side with it to Norton. Back up top to Dieters. Dieters works it all the way around. She stops, kicks it to Charlton. Charlton from the block extended. Her shot's up and good. We've got a timeout on the court. We'll take one as well with 4:30 to go here in the basketball game. Bowling Green leads Clopton 41-28. You're listening to Area High School Basketball on Eagle 102.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Bid Beach and Collier Funeral Homes in Liggins, Florida.
Out of the timeout, it's going to be Clopton's Clopton leads Bowling Green 41-28. 4.5 minutes to go here in the basketball game. Again, remember the boys' basketball game will be played on Friday night. Akers with the basketball. Working against Billings. She brings it into the front court, dribbles with the left. Up by the circle. She's working around, needs some help. Going to bring it to the near side. They're trying to kill clock, and they get to Harrelson. Harrelson working against Dieter. She takes it in, kicks it back out to Akers. Akers gives the fake now with the left hand, brings it to the near side, tries to dish it off to Talbot, but it goes out of bounds. Last touched by Clopton. Yeah, they just made the announcement somebody lost a pair of AirPods. Go see them at the scores table. I'm pretty sure everybody's rushing over there right now. With it is Billings, bounce pass in the paint to Norton. Her shot's no good, and here comes Akers. Akers trying to work past Norton. It's going to go out of bounds. And it'll say last touched by Clopton. And so Billings will inbound the basketball between Bowling Green's bench and the scores table. With it is Dieters. And the ball's deflected, ends up in the hands of Norton. Right back to Dieters. Dieters near side to Charlton. Dieters takes it in the paint. Her shot's up and good. Makes it a 41-30 game. With it now is Harrelson. Harrelson working against the trap. Dishes it off to... Try to dish it off to Akers, who goes out of bounds, saying last touch by Clopton. Billings will inbound the basketball for Bowling Green at the end of Clopton's bench. They get it into Charlton, who hands it right back to Dieters. Dieters working against Parrish, brings it into the front court, pulls up on the near wing into the paint, lobs it down low to Womack. Womack's shot's partially blocked, and now getting his Billings. Billings is going to head to the free throw line and get a chance to shoot two. So Billings will get two freebies. Why the clock is stopped, and they're going to call that one on Parrish. That's her third. First free throw shot is up and good by Billings. It's down to a 10-point lead for Clopton. 3:13 to go here in the basketball game. Second shot's also good. Nice free throw shooting here in the second half by the Lady Cats. Single-digit lead now. Billings tries to get the steal. Runs out of bounds. So it'll stay with Clopton. Talbot will inbound the basketball again. They throw a long pass in. It's taken away by Sparks. Sparks has her pocket picked, and we're going to have a tie-up. We've got a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Bowling Green. 3:06 to go here in the basketball game. Clopton leads by 9. Liv Niemeyer and Madeline Norton check back into the basketball game. Norton gets it into Dieters. Right back to Norton. She spins. She's underneath the basket. Her shot's up and good. So Norton, her first 2 points of the night, makes it 41-34. As Talbot and Billings tangle up. We're going to have another jump ball, and that's going to stay with Clopton. Things are getting a little dicey here in the fourth quarter. As Harrelson works it around. They get it into Akers. She's set, and it's big block by Kinley Charlton. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bowling Green, but Charlton went high and got a big block there for the Cats as Akers was set to drop 3. Well, they get it into Akers. Billings working against Akers up top. Pout has her pocket pick. And they get to Harrelson. Harrelson all the way in. We got a timeout. We'll take one as well. With 2:38 to go here in the basketball game, Clopton still leads Bowling Green 41-34. We've got your final action up next here on Eagle 102.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Brown's Processing, Greg's Truck and Tractor, and Old Tops Pawn Shop.
Each team trying to figure out the answer to this last few minutes, 2 minutes and 38 seconds to go. Bowling Green has chipped away at this lead. Clopton led at one time by as many as 17. It's down to just a 7-point lead now. It's Clopton's basketball. Harrelson will inbound the basketball. She looks, gets it into Akers, but it's knocked out of bounds by Billings. So Clopton won't do it again. Billings have been great defensively this evening for the Lady Bobcats, applying all kinds of pressure on the point guard Akers for Clopton. Akers about has a pocket picked again. She's able to corral loose basketball and working up for it up top. And they're going to tag Billings with another foul. So that's just Billings' second. 15 foul for Bowling Green. They get it into Lockard. Lockard right back to Harrelson. Harrelson down low, back to Lockard again. Back to Akers. Akers working against Billings. Crossover dribble, kicks it back to Lockard again. We're down to 2:12 to go here in the ballgame. Lockard to Harrelson. Harrelson splits the defense. She goes in, out to Talbot. Talbot back up top to Akers. They're working to kill clock. Now to Lockard again. Lockard working against Charlton. They spin around, and there's a steal, or about attempted steal, as the girls collide, and now Norton comes away with it. And she loses a handle on it. Ball's loose, and we've got a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Bowling Green with 1:46 to go here in the ball game. 41-34 is our score. Clopton leads with 1:46 to go in the ball game. Dieters will inbound the basketball. So Dieters smacks the basketball, looks for her teammates to move. They lob it into Niemeyer. Niemeyer works it around. Picks up her dribble. She needs some help. And there's the timeout. Coach Craig Smith calls a timeout. We'll take one as well with 1:39 to go here in the ball game. Clopton leads Bowling Green. You're listening to Area High School basketball on Eagle 102.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today at participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, the Mercantile Bank in Bowling Green Tractor.
Again, a reminder, the Clopton Bowling Green boys game that was supposed to be held tonight will now be played on Friday night beginning at 5:30 with JV action, followed by varsity action. On Thursday night, we have Van Far and Clopton as we round out the regular season. And then we're back with the Bowling Green Lady Bobcats on Saturday as they start their district tournament action at Winfield. 1:39 to go here in the basketball game. It'll be Bowling Green's basketball. Clopton leads this one by 7, 41-34. Inbounding the ball at the end of Bowling Green's bench is Billings. Billings gets Dieters. Dieters splits the defense, maintains the dribble, goes high off the glass. Her shot's up. It's no good. Holds it. She needs to kick it to somebody. Ball's loose again. Charlton has it. Charlton dribbles around. She shoots over top of everybody. Shot's no good. Gets her own putback. And now she's going to be fouled. So Charlton's headed back to the free throw line. She's been there once already this evening. She's 1 for 2. As as Megan Harrelson picks up her second foul. So Charlton at the free throw line. First free throw shot is up and off its mark. She'll get a second. She can bring this one to within 6. Spins the ball in her hand. Shot's up, and it's good. And if she'd missed, she was going to get another freebie anyway because there was a lane violation. 41-35 is our score. 1:25 to go. Kerrigan Lockert inbounds the ball to Harrelson. Harrelson speeds all the way down. She's going straight to the basket, and she thought she was going to be fouled as she went up for a layup. Instead, the ball went out of bounds. Last touch by Bowling Green. So Norton back in the basketball game as Sparks comes back out. Clopton will be inbounding the basketball under their own basket. Harrelson will have the duties. They get it into Akers. Akers works it around. She's working against Billings. She works around. With it is Akers. She's dribbling around up top, trying to clear the clock. We're down to 1:03 to go. So with it, now we're under a minute, and now Billings is going to foul her. It's only Morgan Billings' third foul, I believe. 16 foul, so they'll still have to foul one more time to stop the clock. Or stop it and send him to the free throw line. So with the basketball is Harrelson, and Billings immediately fouls again. And this time it's going to should send Akers to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. So Akers at the charity stripe, her first trip tonight. 41-35 is our score. Akers, free throw shot up and good. She'll get another. Back to a 7-point lead. As Akers dribbles, shots up. It's off the mark. Ball's loose. And Norton chases it down. She's in some trouble, but gets it to Charlton. Right back to Norton. Norton works it around on the near side. She splits the defense, and she's going to be fouled. And so now Norton's going to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. And we'll see they tag Akers with that. (42-35) is our scores. Norton sinks the first one, make it 36 for the Lady Cats. Second one on the way. Down to 45 seconds to go here in the ball game. Second one's up and good. The senior making the free throws. and bringing it within 5. Briley Sparks comes back in for Norton. They get it into Harrelson. Harrelson works it up, throws a pass up to Parrish. Parrish. And Norton comes up and gives her a little shove. And that'll be her 4th, and it's going to send Madison Parrish to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. 42-37 is our score. 36 seconds to go here in the basketball game. Liv Niemeyer and Morgan Billings checking back into the basketball game for Sparks and Womack. Each team with 18 fouls. Parrish for the 1-and-1. Shots up, and it's no good. With the rebound is Charlton. She's going to find some space to get to Dieters. Dieters pushes it into the front court. She looks, wants to hand it off to Norton, down to 20 seconds. Out to Billings, to Charlton. Charlton at the free throw line. Her shot's up. It's no good. With the rebound is Akers, and they immediately foul her. So with 11 seconds left, we're going to walk to the other end. Taylor Akers is going to shoot a 1-and-1, as I'm not sure. I thought they're going to say Liv Niemeyer picked up her second on that one, as Akers will get a 1-and-1 again. 11.8 seconds to go here in the ball game. First free throw shot's up, and it's good. She'll get the second. 43-37. Still a 2-possession game. She can make it a 3. Second free throw shot's good. So with the basketball is Charlton. She gets it into Norton. Clopton, they want to continue to win this game. They need to not foul. And they're going to have a tie-up. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow favors Clopton with 5 seconds left to go. So with 5 seconds, I think we can probably go ahead and say that Clopton's going to hold on to win this conference game. As we run down your final score, the Clopton Lady Hawks 44, the Bowling Green Lady Bobcats 37. We've got your Abel's postgame show next here on Eagle 102.
Choose the Shell Fuel Rewards card or the Shell Fuel Rewards MasterCard and save 10 cents per gallon up to 20 gallons every fill-up, plus rebates on non-fuel purchases. Sign up at shell.us/get rewards from Abel's Quick Stop. We're just down the road.
Brown's Smokehouse Meats in Silex can help with all your meat processing, retail, wholesale, and custom butchering. Vernon and Judy Brown are the owners and operators of Brown's Smokehouse Meats, Highway 61 in Silex. Brown's Smokehouse Meats also invites you to stop by their retail location in Troy at 185 East Cherry Street. For all your smokehouse meats, gear processing, and homemade sausage, be sure to visit Brown's Smokehouse Meats, Silex and Troy.
Hi, folks. My name is Cody Kirkendall. See Mike's Tire and Service Center in Bowling Green for all your automotive and tire needs. Mike's features 24-hour tire service, and when it's time to replace those tires, Mike's has great deals on several brands, ensuring they have the perfect tire for your vehicle. Mike's Tire and Service Center additionally offers alignment, tune-up, oil changes, truck, state, and DOT inspections. Mike's Tire and Service Center, business 61 North in Bowling Green.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. Time now for the Eagle 102 postgame show on KJFM, sponsored by Abel's Quick Shop.
Well, the Clopton Lady Hawks held on to beat the Bowling Green Lady Bobcats by the score of 44-37. At the end of the first quarter, Clopton led 8-5. At half, they went in up 18-9. Increased their lead by the largest of the night by 17. At the end of the third, Clopton was leading 37-20, but then Bowling Green came back and was chipping away at that lead and ended up with the final score of 44-37. Bowling Green had it within 5, but had to do some fouling in order to stop the clock and get the ball back. So that is your final score. Let's take a quick look at scoring. Leading the way for the Bowling Green Lady Bobcats, Gracie Dieters had 15 points on tonight. Kenley Charlton with 10. Then Madeline Norton and Liv Niemeyer each with 4. Morgan Billings and Kaylin Womack with 2. Scoring is a little off for the Clopton Lady Hawks as I missed 4 points in the first half. I apologize about that. But leading tonight so far is Taylor Akers with 16, Megan Harrelson with 11, Kerrigan Lockard with 7, Madison Parrish with 2, and Stephanie Talbert with 2. Like I said, there is 4 points missing in there somewhere, so someone's totals are a little bit higher. The Clopton Lady Hawks are still only one loss in the EMO, and that's to Montgomery City. We talked about them playing, I think, Ellsbury this evening. If the Montgomery County girls can beat Ellsbury tonight and then Van Far later this week, Montgomery County girls will win the EMO conference outright. Should they lose to either team, I believe there's a 2 or 3-way tie. Ellsbury boys are playing Montgomery County this evening. If Montgomery County does defeat Ellsbury this evening, they will win the title outright. It'll be the first time since 2017 that Montgomery County boys won it. The Montgomery County girls won it. I think they said it was like 98 when the girls won it, and the last time boys and girls won it at the same time, I believe, was 92, something like that. Adam Flynn was telling us about it last night. Let's take a break here on the Abel's postgame show. When we return, we'll talk about games still going on this week and talk a little bit about district action before we wrap things up from Bowling Green High School as you're listening to the Abel's postgame show on Eagle 102.
It's the new year and a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the number one priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life. Community State Bank is committed to meeting or exceeding customer expectations and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Air Evac, Spring Hollow Coffee, and J&B Tire and Auto.
Well, lots of basketball still left before we hit districts on Saturday. On Thursday night, we'll have the Van Far boys and girls hosting Clopton. Then we'll be back here on Friday night as Bowling Green boys have their makeup game with Clopton. And then, of course, Saturday kicks off districts. We'll be at Winfield as the Bowling Green Lady Bobcats take on Wright City. And then all next week it's district week, so we'll have lots of games for you right here on 102.1 and online at KJFM Eagle102.net. Well, thank Brennan for running the board for us back at the station tonight. Thanks to Charlie Bowen, who helped me out by doing the camera work for this evening. His help is much appreciated. So this is Marian Everhart saying until next time, you've been listening to Area High School Basketball on Eagle 102.
You've been listening to Area High School Basketball on Eagle 102. Join KJFM Radio all season long as the area's best teams square off with play-by-play and commentary by Eagle 102 sportscasters. Tune in to 102.1 or listen online at KJFM Eagle102.net. KJFM Radio, Eagle 102.
You're listening to